by popular request, because too many people have been commenting on the last video about cheap airsoft guns, I bring to you 5 cheap airsoft guns that don't suck. Now, obviously this was slightly difficult because most spring pistols they're not as good as gas guns. We also have some gas guns on the table, however, those are for a different video. So, we have an HK, and then these two you could almost consider the same gun because they're both Crossman. They're not quite the same, obviously they're different colors, but we're going to consider them 2 different guns. Obviously I have another Crossman gun here, and then yet another one. So basically we have a table full of Crossman guns except for this guy. So we're going to be shooting these a little bit and showing you what the performance is like on each of them. And I'm not too big of a fan of any of these, but we have special guest Tom here today to try out some of these guns. Would you want to say hi?
Hi.
Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so first we have the Zombie Hunter. You want to go ahead and load it, put one in the chamber, and we'll go ahead and take a couple shots with it. We have an evil box and some evil cans set up. So go ahead and shoot when ready. Is that a miss? Can't even tell if you're hitting them.
I think I hit the last one.
Hey! Accuracy is not the strong suit.
It's aiming straight up for it. And I just suck.
Hey, we got another one. And we're probably no more than 20 feet away, too, so. Alright, let's move on. Alright, next we have the horrible Beretta type copy. And yes, this is guns that suck less is probably a better title. Anyway, go ahead and shoot when ready. You have to turn it upside down, the spring's broken. Yeah, I know, that's a real pain, isn't it? Oh, we got a hit. This just isn't that entertaining, honestly. It's real fun, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And this, folks, is why I don't like spring guns. They're really just how should we say? Well, to me, boring. They're not very accurate. I know there's a lot of people that still like them, and they are good for stuff like this, just randomly shooting in the backyard. But, well, still not a big fan. I think you're out. Check. Yeah. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so we have our next candidate, and this one's the HK, so you can go ahead and shoot when ready. I mean, this is basically more of the same thing. These are really all just about the same. They're not incredibly entertaining. Obviously, you have to cock them every time. Now, I know that a lot of people are probably going to leave comments telling me how much I'm dissing these. And yeah, I am hard on spring pistols, and that's mostly because I'm used to shooting gas guns, which obviously are far superior. However, I don't want to sell the spring pistol too short, because for a very long time, that is all I had, and it was fun. You know, it's always good if you don't have anything or can't get anything better, can't afford it, whatever. These, you know, they're pretty entertaining. You know, if you only have 10 bucks or whatever, and, you know, you want an afternoon or so of entertainment, these really just aren't that bad for something like that. But I don't know, for an actual game, not particularly entertaining as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they're pretty horribly inaccurate compared to a gas gun, but they also cost, you know, a tenth the price. So I guess, you know, and I know that these ones, the ones that I picked for this video, are some of the better ones that I could find, some of the ones I had in my collection anyway, and, you know, honestly, I'm gonna give these credit. You know, they do what they're intended for, an afternoon of fun, and, you know, maybe shooting your friends with them if they're, you know, being rude or whatever. Or if you're playing poker and, you know, you need to enforce the rules. Let's move on. Alright, I think Tom's doing a great job here. We're moving on to our last gun for the day. And you say, wait, you've only shot 4. That's because the other one's basically a duplicate and it's broken. Anyway, let's move on. Go ahead and fire when ready. So, one thing I did want to bring up that I don't have here today are spring shotguns, like the tri-shot shotguns. I have heard really good things about some of those. In fact, somebody left a comment recently, and I am considering getting one. However, you know, if enough people leave a comment and say, hey, I want to see that, then I'll probably get one. Otherwise, you know, I'm going to stick with these. However, what I wanted to bring up with those is those really do kind of go into a different category as far as I'm concerned of, you know, spring rifles slash shotguns. This is spring pistols that don't suck. And those, the spring shotguns are actually really do have their place, I think, on the battlefield. I've seen people operate with them quite successfully. But really, when I'm talking about cheap spring guns and being really hard on them, I'm mostly talking about the pistols. I'm not talking about the snipers, because, you know, a lot of sniper rifles for, you know, that people play with are spring. However, they also shoot 400 plus FPS and, you know, hurt really quite bad to get shot with. But that's completely different. You know, that's a gun that you're going to be sitting down on the ground with. You know, it's not something that you're going to be running right into the heat of fire with. But, you know, like I said, these are just meant for what we're doing right here, which is shooting, you know, cans and miscellaneous crap. So I think you're probably out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our 5 spring pistols that kind of don't suck, even though in my opinion they do. But these are some of the better ones. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a very nice day.